Welcome to Mama Cat's Home. Today I'm going to be starting a Thanksgiving type of, guess you would call it a series. I don't know. I'm going to be doing at least 3 recipes in November that could be a side dish, and then one in November that's a leftover dish that you can make out of some leftover ham that you have after Thanksgiving, if you have ham. I guess you could put turkey in it. But anyways, that's later. This is the first one, and I'm going to be making some super tender potato rolls. Okay, this is a recipe that I got off of the back of a bag of flour years ago, and so I'm going to make that for you guys. It's super easy to make. You just put it together. The only thing that was ever strange to me is you put it in a muffin tin to bake it, but that's okay too. So I'm going to move you guys down so that I can share what you do, and as I go, I'm going to be telling you how much of each ingredient you put in and what the ingredient is. I will also type it up and have a printable prepared for you down below in the description. You will also see a crock pot because I'm making these today before Thanksgiving, of course, to go with another meal. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a Thanksgiving roll, dinner roll. It can be any time of the year dinner roll, but I just want to share it with you guys. So I thought, why not now? So I'm going to move you guys down and then we'll get started. Okay, so I have the biggest glass bowl that I own. I could have done this in my KitchenAid or something like that because I do have dough hooks, and the KitchenAid is fabulous for making bread, but I just decided to do it this way. In case you don't have a KitchenAid, you can see that it can be done in a regular bowl and, you know, with normal kitchen utensils. So I'm going to get started. I do have, it's laminated because I have like a kitchen equivalency chart, another recipe, how you make grits and oatmeal and all that stuff on there. I don't need the grits and oatmeal ingredients, but other people in my house still need it, but I know how to do it now, so I don't necessarily need that, but I just keep this inside my cabinet. So let's get started with this. The first thing you need is 4 cups of self-rising flour. Now that is one thing that really confused me. I've never used self-rising flour in a yeast type of recipe, one that, you know, called for yeast. But I went ahead and measured it out because my flour thing is over there, and it's just easier to go ahead and measure it out. I'm going to make myself like little wells for certain things, which actually there's no salt in this. I don't know what I'm thinking. Normally whenever I make a yeast recipe, I separate the salt and the yeast because salt can kill yeast, sugar feeds yeast, and yeah, I don't have to do that this time, so forget that. I'm not going to make wells. So the next thing you need is 1/3 cup of instant mashed potatoes. I call them fake taters. So if you ever hear me say I made fake taters, that's what it is. A lot of people call them either instant mashed potatoes or instant potatoes, and there's another one that is called too, but I can't, or flaky potato, something like that. So the next thing you need is 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. Now if you don't use granulated sugar, you could put honey. Honey in yeast recipes seems to be really good. I don't know why, it just does. But if you don't use sugar, you could probably use like stevia because you can swap it out. I wouldn't use Splenda or any of that other stuff just because I wouldn't use it ever. 1 3/4 teaspoon of yeast, and if you don't know, a good place to keep your yeast is in the freezer because it keeps it alive longer. 1 egg, and it does not say what size. I have a large egg here. I have kind of whisked it up just a tiny bit, not a lot. didn't do it yet. So I'm going to put that in. And all you do is, well, I messed up already, but whatever, it's fine. I was supposed to do the dry ingredients and then the other, but that's fine. I've done it before and messed up like that. I don't know what I was thinking. I was meaning to show you the proper way, but I didn't. But anyway, you just mix this all up, and a lot of times, whenever I get it to a certain point, I will go in with my hands and mix, because I can just feel the dough, and I feel more comfortable, and I can get it mixed faster and better with my hands than I can with a spoon. Now, if I was using my KitchenAid, it would be like nothing to do it, because you just throw it in there and the dough hook does everything for you. Come off of me, dough. Alright, I'm going to stick that in some water because I won't need that again. So I'm going to go ahead and finish mixing this up, getting it all combined the way it should be. And you do it the way you feel comfortable. It is a wet dough. It's more sticky than some doughs, but that's fine too, because there are some yeast doughs that are super sticky. Like, you see that? It's so sticky, but that's okay, because it's going to be wonderful rolls. I mean, it already smells so good because yeast doughs just smell good. Alright, so I'm going to get this off my fingers, and you just stir it until it's combined, and then I'm going to cover it with, I was going to grab a tea towel. Let me go grab my tea towels. I got to wash my hands first. I'm going to go grab a tea towel because I don't like putting plastic wrap over it. The tea towel just feels better to me. Let me wash my hands. Okay, so here it is with my tea towel on it. Whenever you use a tea towel, you're saving money because you're not having to buy a lot of plastic wrap. But anyway, I don't know, I just like to use those, and I like to kind of stick it under the bowl a tiny bit. That way it doesn't come up, and it doesn't have to be sealed. It just needs to be covered so no dust or anything like that gets in there. And what I'm going to do is put it over here kind of close to my crock pot, because that warmth will help proof this dough. So I'm going to let it sit here covered for 30 minutes, and then I'll come back. Okay, so these have risen for the amount of time they were supposed to. I'm going to take that lid off, or that lid? The towel. Did I tell you guys I got this from Grove Collaborative? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to put these in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes, and then I will come back and share with you guys what they turn out like. And I think while these are cooking, I'm going to try to get all that either washed up or thrown into the dishwasher. Well, I have to empty the dishwasher because I just washed a load. Yes, my oven needs cleaning. But I'm going to try to get all this cleaned up. This is from where I've been cooking all the stuff today. So I need to get it cleaned up. That's lunch and things. So, yeah, I need to do that. So, I'll see you guys back whenever the rolls are done, or 15 minutes anyway, because there's one more step. Okay, so this is what they look like after you take them out of the oven the first time. So now what I'm supposed to do is take the other 1/4 cup of butter, melt it, which is already done, and then slather it all over these, put them back in the oven for 3 minutes. Okay, so that's all the butter on them, which seemed like to me that was too much butter, but anyway, that's fine. I'm going to put them back in the oven for 3 minutes, and then I'll take them out and let you look at them and see what they look like after that. Okay, after you get them out of the oven, the last 3 minutes, you know, they've been in the oven with the butter. You let them sit here for 5 minutes, and then after that, you serve them. That's it. And let me see if I can see how they look. Oh, it's so hot. Anyway, that is how they are going to be. I'm not going to worry about keeping you guys around for the last 5 minutes or anything like that. This is just how they're going to look. So there's no sense in me doing anything else. So let me like turn you around so I can actually talk to you guys. Okay, so forgive the hair and the sweaty and the nasty and the whatever. I'm not nasty, but I have gotten a little sweaty because the oven's on. It is hot in here. But, take my glasses off. But this is how the rolls turned out. They are so good. I think I need a bigger muffin pan. That way I can make them to the normal size they're supposed to be, because these are tiny. So you probably eat like, I'll eat one and be happy, but like Jeff and Noah will want 2 or 3 and be happy with that. Another thing I think would be really good is putting honey butter on them, or if you wanted to season them for like having them with an Italian dish or something, put a little bit of Parmesan with the like a Parmesan mix or garlic bread seasoning butter type situation. That would be really good. So this is just how the they're called super tender potato rolls. I hope you guys enjoy this. This is how they're going to be served. And if you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified when I upload. Also, leave me a comment down below. Have you ever just gotten recipes off the back of boxes or off the back of your sugar or ground cornmeal or cornmeal mix or your flour or anything like that and tried them? Because it's a really awesome way to get some pretty good recipes. They do test these recipes with their products, so which I didn't use the same products because I don't have that product right anymore. But yeah, it's just a good way to get some awesome recipes and laminate them and throw them into something, and that way you've got them. But that is all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, if you did, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified. Like it, share it with a friend, and remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.